I am 30 days out from the Navy. For those of you who don't know, I left my pretty successful Navy career at my 10-year mark, a year after being promoted to Chief Petty Officer, which is a really big achievement in the Navy, to chase my dream of being a full time wedding photographer. Um, I am 30 days in. It is October 8th. So yesterday was my 30-day mark, October 7th of 2023. September 7th was my very last day in the Navy. No pay, no health insurance, nothing right now. Well, from the Navy. Um, I am completely dependent on making my own money and paying myself, which is terrifying. But I'm here to give you an update on what my first month out of the military is like, and I plan on doing monthly updates from here on out. Just, you know, women especially have a hard time addressing the fact or letting people know that they're a veteran when like we did the same work that everyone else did. And I just really want to like empower more women to speak up about their time in the military and be proud of what they did, because no matter how long you served, you still served. You rose your right hand next to all the other men next to you. And this is not to discredit any men at all that served, because y'all deserve so much credit as well. This is just to empower more women to talk about their time in the military and be proud that they served too. So I don't have any notes written for this episode. I don't have any script or anything. I'm just kind of gonna chat and talk about what I've been doing these last 30 days. Um, so, I guess from the transition aspect, I'm still working on my VA disability claim, and I have one more appointment tomorrow. Um, and then hopefully I'll be hearing something. It is a pretty annoying process, if I were to be honest. Yeah, if anyone that has done this, they know it's not easy. It's a pretty time consuming. It's extremely time consuming. Let's be real. And part of me just keeps wanting to like ignore their phone calls and not deal with it, but I know it'll be worth it in the long run. So I just have to keep pushing through it, but it's not fun. I don't, nope, don't recommend. 0 out of 10, but maybe if I get a disability rating and start uh, getting the money, I will probably recommend it. um, okay, so on the personal aspect, I don't know if there's really anything personal. I spent like 10 days up at my parents' house in northern Michigan. They live on a lake up there. And we surprised, or myself and our neighbors up there surprised my mom by getting her two siblings, their spouses, and a couple of my cousins to come up and visit and stay the weekend with us over Labor Day. So that was so fun. I guess that's technically before September 7th, but I was on terminal leave then. So, um, and I don't know. I feel like my business and personal is so intertwined right now. But I went to a photography like retreat slash workshop in Scotland in the UK. Oh my God, absolutely amazing. Like the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. And it's just like indescribable. The landscape and the people are so nice. They're a little bit hard to understand, but like at least they still speak English. And I really like learned so much. I met so many incredible women. There were only 4 other photographers attending the workshop with me, um, which was really nice for it to be like small and an intimate learning environment. So we all got like, I feel like we all got a lot of attention. And we did a lot of like trauma bonding. We would do like group therapy in the car on our way to the shoots at 4 in the morning. It was great. It was a good time. But got some epic photos. I will plug some somewhere. And yeah, I did some solo traveling in London, and then I took the train from London Euston Station all the way up to Glasgow Central, and then stayed with one of the girls from the workshop at an Airbnb the night before. Then we drove up to the workshop in the Scottish Highlands up in the Isle of Skye. Beautiful drive. The roads are insane. They're small, and then the girl could only get a stick shift rental car. So not only is she like refreshing her brain on driving stick again, but it was on you're driving on the left side of the road and then you're seated on the right side. So it was quite the adventure um, being in the passenger seat with her trying to do that. But good memories. And we made it there in one piece. So that's all that matters. Um, yeah, the workshop was 4 days. And then after that, we went, or actually, I went by myself to Dublin, Ireland. That was amazing. Oh my God, it went by so fast. But I just took a flight. Flights are as cheap as like $30 from London to, I'm sorry, Glasgow to Dublin. If you have bags, it's more, just like if you fly with Spirit or something, but they're pretty cheap. So that was easy. Did 4 days in Dublin all by myself, and it was amazing. The food was so good. I booked a couple tours so that I could like stay with a group and feel a little safer. But I did have one day to just explore Dublin all by myself. So that was awesome. And let's see. And then I came back, and now I live in Maryland, so October is like the busiest month to have a wedding in Maryland by far. If yeah, I have at least one, sometimes three weddings a weekend. But I needed it, and I purposely did this to myself because like once December hits, no one really has weddings or wants to do like sessions because it's cold and just not good weather. So I needed like that bulk of income to last me through the winter. And yeah, so I just photographed my first wedding of the month yesterday, October 7th. That's why I didn't do the recording then. And yeah, I think like for the most part things are going pretty good. As far as like struggles go, I think I'm kind of like learning how to be Kristen not in the military, which is weird. When I was in the workshop, we would talk about we just bonded and talked about so much. And a big thing I was telling them was like, I'm learning how to be a human. Like I'm learning how to be a girl. And um, I do my hair every day. I get to like pick out outfits. I don't even know what my like personal style is. Or yeah, I was so used to like I would have maybe 3 or 4 outfits that I would rotate between because I didn't need to wear a decent looking outfit every day because I wore a uniform to work. So that's been interesting, and also like trying to navigate like paying myself. That's not something I have figured out yet, but I am definitely keeping a close eye on my money because I'm not quite sure like how much money to give myself to pay myself basically because I keep my bank and personal accounts separate. So, like, I know how much money I need to give myself a month in order to live, but I'm not quite sure, like, in order to survive, like, pay my bills and nothing more. Like, I can't even buy a cup of coffee, which is not how I want to live. But I also want to, like, be smart about it and, have a close grip on my wallet for these first few months while I kind of like understand the inner workings of uh I don't know. I've never had to like really be this in touch with my finances because the military did pay me pretty well. So, and I would take a certain amount of money from my each paycheck and just automatically transfer it into savings. So I have a decent savings cushion. I don't want to touch it. That's like down payment on a house money. I don't want to mess with that, but if I have to, that I have that cushion because this is what I'm going to do. Like I am set. I do have a plan B through Z, but I don't want to touch it. Like this, I know this is what I am meant to do. And I have to give myself a year to do it. So while I was in Europe, I actually booked 2 weddings that are in the States in Maryland. But that was kind of like a good like reassurance and like a sign that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's October. I have podcast sessions and weddings every week. And I think in this next month, I really just plan on like managing my business. Like I don't plan on doing anything to grow because at the end of the day, my current clients come first. And I'm not sure I can handle the volume of clients and photos I'm taking this month and try to do anything else. I really want to like serve every single client that I have this month to like the absolute best of my ability and go above and beyond and get their photos back quickly. And I can't do that if I'm trying to like really grow on social media or, improve my like write a ton of blogs. And so that's what I plan on doing this off season starting in November. I want to wrap up my editing like ASAP and then just dive into all of these behind the scenes tasks like updating the photos on my website with all of these recent weddings I've photographed and start blogging, hire someone to manage my blogs and Pinterest probably. And yeah, and also like my health. That is a huge thing because I feel like I neglected it. Ironically, I've neglected it for so long in the Navy. You just get so wrapped up in like the job, and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be like a power lifter, but I want to learn about what food makes me feel good and get 10,000 steps a day, go on a walk as soon as I wake up, drink a lot of water. I just want to be healthy. I want to live a good, healthy lifestyle. I want my mental health to be great, which it's already like, I feel light. Any problem that I have right now, I am grateful to be having. And yeah, that's it. I'm excited to like record another episode in a month and let you know if I had a mental breakdown or not, because this month is going to be crazy, but I am so happy to be doing it. And I am so, so thankful that this is where I am. I dreamt for 2 years to be in this spot and I'm finally here. Like I'm doing it and it is just insane. Like I am incredibly blessed. I'm so grateful to be doing this job. I know I've said it a million times and I will never stop saying it. I am blessed. And I'll leave it at that.